This part begins, and we see that, seen at the recruitment conference, these disciples this year are too disappointing. This year is even worse than last year. Is there really only one Su Changxing in the world? Sect leader, when do you plan to retrieve the sword embryo from Su Changxing? Yes, he has wasted countless resources for us. Even if we sell the entire Prince's Manor, we still won't break even. That immortal sword embryo is more precious than all the resources we had before combined. We must retrieve it. What's the difference between a sword that's unusable and a waste sword? Well, elders, sect leader, there's a big issue. Why are you so flustered? Su Changxing has come to the recruitment conference. What? He has the courage to come back? A useless person coming back for a beating? What does he want? Changxing, have you really recovered? See you, go participate in the first round of assessments, but remember not to rush to reveal your strength. Okay. Then I'll keep my cultivation at the late foundation building stage. I hope Zhao Siyu passes the assessment quickly. I don't want to face those old enemies alone. Senior brother. Looks like my good days are over. Arcane what? It's really senior brother. Congratulations on your return, senior brother. Why can't I figure out his cultivation level? Yeah, is he really useless? Is he trying to reclaim his reputation in front of the 10 great holy lands? Luckily, I learned the Qi concealment technique in advance. Otherwise, showing weakness in front of these guys would lead to a bad outcome. Are you really Su Changxing? Su Changxing, do you even recognize me? Not at all. I'm Su Hua, senior disciple of the Great Elder. You beat me lip so badly before, now you're saying you don't remember at all. Is this what I'm supposed to say? Humph. You're a waste. Do you still want to go back to the Supreme Sword Sect? I never said I wanted to come back. I'm just here to accompany someone for the conference. Even as a waste, he's acting all aloof in front of me. Look. Wow. Quick, look at that testing stone. What's going on? It's impressive. This? She has an innate Tao body. It's actually an innate Tao body. The second Su Changxing has appeared. Although her cultivation level is a bit lower, the brilliance of her Tao body is so strong. The Holy Land is going to have a new Tao body, haha. Could this person be the one Su Changxing mentioned, the one he came with? No, it's impossible. A innate Tao body is rare when people just happen to know each other. Now that I'm the senior disciple, if I can get close to this junior sister. Waste, get out of the way and let me through. It's more important to pursue the junior sister now. Let's ignore this waste for the time being. Looks like I need to use the White Emperor Immortal technique. Who are you to talk to him like that? She's with Su Changxing. I didn't expect senior brother Su to become a waste who needs a woman's protection. A waste? Who told you Changxing is a waste? Could Su Changxing really have cultivation? It's impossible. If Su Changxing really did this, then he'll definitely become an immortal king in the future. Yeah, there's no way. Not waste, then Su Changxing, do you dare to spar with me? Spar? You're even qualified? I'll deal with you later. You're is enough for now. You can challenge me in the second round. Let's go. Okay. Changxing, what do you mean by the second round challenge you just mentioned? The Holy Land recruitment consists of 2 rounds. The first round is to test aptitude. In the second round, everyone can choose a Holy Land, and disciples of the Holy Land can challenge. The purpose is to test their strength. Of course, during the challenge, the cultivation level must be suppressed to the same level. That guy just now seems to have a grudge against you. He looks malicious. I'll help you deal with him later. Although your cultivation level is high, you must not be careless. Because you just learned immortal technique, your mastery of spiritual techniques may not be as good as his. Changxing, are you really so caring about me? Of course, you're very important to me now. And I have many enemy like the one just now. Changxing, who are you looking at? Who is that woman? I'm looking at your future master. I hope she can take care of you more. Changxing, Can you really come back again? The previous actions of the original owner disappointed Xiao Yuning greatly. I hope to make up for it in the future. Go, the second round has started. I hope you can learn and grow in battle. Okay. Is he trying to provoke me, teaching you how to fight? Why does this Tsundra girl seem to treat all women as enemies? I hope there won't be any trouble in the future. Changxing, are you okay? What could happen to him? Great Elder brought back a innate Tao body. Do you want to come back with this? Unfortunately, the sect has never had a precedent of taking back expelled disciples. Back? No, Great Elder, you're wrong. I just want to tell you, your disciple is just garbage. Is Senior Brother Su crazy? Yeah, even if they're at the same level, Senior Brother Su's mastery of spiritual techniques is not something that innate Tao body can resist. He's probably just bluffing. Yanju is. I'd like to see how capable that girl really is. Excuse me, Miss Xiao Siyu, which holy land would you like to join? The Supreme Sword Sect. I'm Su Hua, a disciple of the Supreme Sword Sect, here to challenge. I've been waiting for you to come up. Less nonsense, come on. Changxing, watch carefully. The person you're interested in is no different from garbage. He's actually using the 3-day sword technique. Isn't that against the rules? Yeah, this sword technique contains sword momentum. It's not something that a true foundation-building cultivator can use. The mentality of the Supreme Sword Sect disciple is not good. Yeah, to be so afraid of losing. He wants to kill me. You guessed right, this is your first time fighting for your life, don't be nervous. I'm familiar with the 3-day sword technique he's using, I'll impart it to your consciousness. However, finding weaknesses and how to respond can only rely on you. Entering the door as a cultivation, relying on oneself is the key. Disciples must understand this truth. How is this possible? This girl can actually withstand yesterday's sword. Even a foundation-building peak cultivator couldn't block this strike. Although yours meridians are pure and her talent is excellent. But her comprehension of the sword path is still lacking. She can only withstand but not find any weaknesses. Elder Baizha actually passed the 3-day sword technique to Zhao Siyu. It's truly a blessing. Changxing has enlightened. This is the shadow of the 3-day sword saint. Could Su Changxing have deduced the complete 3-day sword technique just by watching Su Hua's moves? Is his talent so monstrous? Could he be the one who can comprehend all laws? The 3-day sword technique, yesterday's sword, today's sword, tomorrow's sword, I have fully understood them. Follow my instructions and break his sword technique. Okay. I'll listen to you completely. I'll let them know how amazing my Changxing is. Shameless. Watch my sword today. The 3-day sword technique, today's sword, is powerful, but there will be openings in its peak position. Yes. Damn it. How does he know the flaw in the 3-day sword technique? It must be a blind cat encountering a dead Molly's. The sword's momentum weakens, and it's difficult to adjust the spiritual power circulation. If the realm is insufficient, forcibly activating spiritual power is necessary to sustain it. Tiangang position. Huiyin. Shulong. Shangxing. Tianzong. The cost of forcibly activating spiritual power is severe pain throughout the body. I instructed you to attack your various flaws, amplifying this kind of pain several times over. It must be unbearable right now, huh? You're ruthless. He truly is a natural-born Tao body, with a body that comprehends all methods. The sword master has indeed acquired a good disciple. With such exceptional talent, the future of the Supreme Sword Sect looks promising. I didn't expect. Changxing actually has a day when he's interested in women. More than just being interested, Changxing has said that I am the woman he loves the most. For me, he has made countless plans. He's been considering me since joining the Supreme Sword Sect. Oh? Is that so? No wonder Changxing seems so unfamiliar today. Oh, it's not good. If we continue chatting, the Yandera might cause trouble. Why don't we go register our identities first? It's better to separate them, just in case. Tagging Holy Land, Holy Lord Li Qingxiu, here to pay respects to Su Changxing. Qianji Holy Land, Holy Lord Qianzu, here to pay respects to Su Changxing. Yaoliang Holy Land, Holy Lord Liluo, here to pay respects to Su Changxing. Tiangong Holy Land, Holy Lord Wang Linhl. Heavens, it's rare to see even one Holy Lord on a regular basis, but today so many have come? Paying respects? Are they all here for Su Changxing? What? Did I stir up trouble with the Holy Lords today? Su Changxing, are you willing to join our tagging Holy Land? Fellow Taoist Li, Su Changxing is obviously a genius in practicing fate techniques. Don't mislead this rare all-comprehending being. Wait, Two Holy Lords, Su Changxing is one of us from the Supreme Sword Sect. Didn't you kick him out of the sect? Join the Taiqing Holy Land. No, join our Qianji Holy Land. Join the Taiying Holy Land. Su Changxing, how about joining the Yaoguang Holy Land? I'm willing to make an exception and accept male disciples for you. What all-comprehending being, what natural Dao body. Can you all stop acting crazy here? Su Changxing, am really just a waste. These holy lords have changed their attitude drastically, simply because they think I've been given a second chance at life and transformed into an unparalleled genius. If I agree, my true strength might be exposed the moment I leave. If Zhao Siyu finds out I'm deceiving her, the consequences would be unimaginable. Little friends? What do you think? What did you say? If Su Changxing agrees, I, Qian, am willing to impart the Qianji secret technique to you. This guy is so cunning. Everyone knows that the Qianji secret technique is only passed down to the next Holy Lord. He's blatantly trying to buy people's hearts. I think. Is the position of the next Holy Lord really that valuable? If Changxing wishes, I can relinquish the position of the Holy Lord right now. I am willing to offer a celestial artifact. I am willing to give all the resources of the Holy Land to Su Xiyu. Damn it, Su Changxing is my only love, how can I let them fight over him? Let's not rush. Do these guys really think they can sway Su Changxing? We came to the Supreme Sword Sect just to facilitate your growth. These things are just a joke in the eyes of the immortal. Exactly. If it were any other cultivator, they might do anything, but Su Changxing, absolutely not. Su Changxing, have we been arguing too much and making you unhappy? Changxing is grateful for the appreciation of the seniors, but please allow Changxing to refuse. It's a good thing, but I am not fortunate enough to enjoy it. Where does Su Changxing want to go then? To the Supreme Taishang Sword Sect. Why? Don't you blame them for once expelling you from the sect? It's because the Supreme Sword Sect has someone Changxing cannot bear to part with. I am indeed the person Changxing loves the most. I knew it, Su Changxing must be just like me, looking down on these mortal things. In general, I am more familiar with the Supreme Sword Sect. Besides, the Supreme Sword Sect is the foremost among the 10 great holy lands. If I want to survive, there's a better chance here. Changxing, you forgive and forget, so magnanimous, truly making us feel ashamed. The Supreme Sword Sect, no, the Taishang Holy Land, have you, it's simply the glory for us. Actually, I'm not that amazing. Humble, very humble, Su Changxing, since that's the case, let's meet again when fate allows, haha. 2 innate Tao bodies, among them Su Changxing is the one who comprehends all laws. In this recruitment event, the Supreme Sword Sect not only gained disciples but also won prestige. Today, the Supreme Sword Sect should have suffered a loss of reputation due to Su Hua's matter, and lost the attention of the dynasty due to the loss of Su Changxing. But now the situation has turned around, the sect's reputation is flourishing even more. It really makes one wonder. So, all of this someone's intentional effort to re-establish the position of the Supreme Sword Sect as the leader of the Holy Land? Even the Holy Lords are being calculated. We've really underestimated this kid. Sigh, returning to the crowd of cultivators as a waste, what's the difference from throwing a lamb into a pack of wolves? I just want to cling to a big thigh. Why is it so hard to be a useless young master? Miss Zhao, Please follow me to the Supreme Sword Sect to register your identity. Chanxing, I'll go and come back soon. Okay. Chanxing, your master understands. You've endured so much slander by concealing your true abilities and intelligence, all to help your master establish authority in front of the elders, to maintain your master's power and prestige, right? I really didn't mean it like that. I can't just say it was to help Zhao Siyu get the treasure of the Supreme Sword Sect. I didn't expect you to be so good at hiding things, you even kept it from your master. Wait, I didn't. There's no need to hide it, your intentions, the master understands. With a disciple like you, what else could the master ask for? Sect Master, I have something to ask. Speak. Where is that sword embryo now? Chanxing, what did you do with it? That sword embryo. The sword talent that Chanxing displayed today is astonishing. I believe that celestial sword has already chosen its master. Why not take this opportunity to build up Chanxing's reputation? Once the sword embryo acknowledges its master, it will become a celestial treasure. It's even more likely to become the sect's treasure. If Su Chanxing becomes the master. I gave it to Zhao Siyu. What? You gave the sword embryo to this new disciple? That's the sects. The sword embryo has recognized Zhao Siyu as its master. They are now connected mentally. You all needn't worry about that sword anymore. Zhao Siyu is now a disciple of our Supreme Sword Sect, and the sword embryo recognizes her as its master. Her future cultivation knows no bounds. Chanxing, you've brought a good disciple to our Supreme Sword Sect. So Su Chanxing gained such astonishing sword talent through his own efforts? Chanxing, how much strength have you been hiding? Chanxing, now we're in the same sect. Very well. From now on, I'll rely on you for my safety in the Supreme Sword Sect. Master, we should return to the sect. The night is long and full of dreams. If we don't leave now, who knows what trouble might arise later. Although the selection process isn't over yet, the Supreme Sword Sect has already gained enough attention today. It's time to go back. I didn't expect someone like you, who's always been carefree, to understand when to quit. It seems the Supreme Sword Sect has a promising successor. The void boat is docked within Taiching. Come with me. Chanxing. Let's go together. Siyu, you're getting too close. What's there to fear? You're my fiancé after all. I will become stronger, then we can be together as you said. Then you better work hard. Oh, Chanxing, I plan to inform the sect about your return in advance. To help rebuild your senior brother's position in front of everyone. There's no need. But this concerns your reputation of being expelled from the sect. How can I selfishly occupy everyone's time for my own sake? Besides, reputation is something you must regain by yourself. Otherwise, even if it's known to others, it's just an empty shell. If it attracts a bunch of ignorant disciples, I'll be in trouble. What do you think? This is obviously just an excuse. Chanxing just really wants to quickly return to the sect. He's only waiting for me choose to live with him on the first peak. Luckily, it hasn't been exposed yet. Siyu, do you know what's most important now? The most important? It's restraint and being low-key. If our popularity rises again and attracts more disciples to come challenge, what should we do? I never expected the master/disciple's awareness to be so high. It's really hard being the villain. Although a grand sword master can slay from thousands of miles away, it's a bit wasteful to use it for traveling, so generally, when going out, we use this void boat as a means of transportation. I see. I never expected the future empress of the Sword Sect to show such a childish expression. Master, Zhao Siyu has just endured a tough battle and needs to rest properly. If there's nothing else, as new disciples, we'll go to the last room. Hurry back to the room. If the concealment technique fails, my true cultivation will be discovered immediately. He's looking out for me. He cares about me. He's genuine towards me. He actually called himself a new disciple. Well then, go rest. When we arrive at the sect, I'll have someone inform you both. Let's go. What does Su Hua want to do again? Hurry up and go. What tough battle. It was clearly a crushing victory. For a defeated opponent, he not only didn't kick him when he's down, but also left me a bit of dignity in front of everyone. Such magnanimity, such a state of mind. Senior brother. I'm not as good as you. Finally, I can relax for a bit. It's so noisy outside, the void boat should have taken off by now. Changqing. Zhao Siyu, what are you doing? Come on, I'm just a normal guy, don't test me like this, okay? This is the future Empress, my end will be miserable. Only when faced with the woman he loves will a man feel shy. Am my fiancé is 50 shy, when we do that kind of thing in the future. What's wrong with you? Suddenly I feel dizzy. You might be a bit seasick. Let's go back to bed and rest properly. Changqing, you're so kind, thank you. Rest well, I'll call you when we arrive. Seeing but not eating, it's really sad. He really didn't do anything? What are you thinking? Su Changqing's state of mind has long surpassed that of ordinary people. How could he be fooled by such a small trick? Why could he endure it? Does he really like me? Su Changqing has nothing to fear, and his ability to endure just proves his extraordinary nature. When we arrive at Supreme Sword Sect, you will have countless opportunities to cultivate with him. Why worry about just one moment? One day, I will devour him completely. The scenery is magnificent, surrounded by spiritual energy. Supreme Sword Sect truly deserves to be the leader among the 10 Holy Lands. Changqing's love for the sect is truly admirable. Yes, although he's supposed to be the senior brother, he should have been tired of such grand scenes long ago, yet he still expresses such admiration. It's evident how much he loves the sect. I can't just say that I've hardly left my room in these 10 years. Changqing, do you still remember that handyman disciple you brought back then? I did that. That disciple has been unable to reach the Qi training stage for several years, and coupled with the fact that her mentor's life is at its end, without the protection of her mentor, it's really difficult for her to continue practicing in our Supreme Sword Sect. The cultivation world is cruel indeed, perhaps the mortal world is more suitable for her. So her mentor plans to find an opportunity in these days to send her out of the sect. It's happening again, a new character plotline, the second chosen one. That day, at the orphan auction, there were only malicious men around. That day, at the orphan auction, there were only malicious men around. Come on! A young lady in her prime, although her vision is blurry, her face and figure are excellent. The highest bidder gets her. Here. Here. I bid 1 tael. I bid 10 taels. 15 taels. 20. Until he suddenly appeared. I bid 500 taels. What? Do you want to come with me? I'll take you to the best immortal sect and personally teach you the methods of cultivation. I thought he would be the one to give me opportunities, my benefactor who would change my fate. So annoying. I bought you just because I thought would be fun to take away something some else called. Do you really think you're my disciple? Fool's dream. I never expected him to be such a frivolous and evil person who treats others as playthings. He left me in the sect to suffer humiliation. Sink or swim. From today on, I, Shenruo Yuan, have no more attachment to Supreme Sword Sect. I swear in the future, I will personally take the life of that fraud Su Changqing. I remembered. 3 years later, the invincible demon Lord Shenruilan appeared. Su Changqing met his end at the prince's mansion. Su Changqing, as the villain, you really go looking for trouble everywhere, very dedicated. Admiration, you have my admiration. Who made you go looking for trouble? Who made you cause trouble? I'll beat you. You dare to provoke a pure protagonist template like the orphan being auctioned. I'll beat you. Then I'll send Su Hua to get rid of her. Shenruolian's talent is too poor, not suitable to stay in Supreme Sword Sect. Wait. Master, please hold on. What's wrong? Master, I just thought about it, and feel that this matter still needs consideration. If you really let her leave, be prepared to collect the corpse of your disciple. Consider what? If we lose talent due to a momentary mistake, wouldn't that be a loss for Supreme Sword Sect? There are more important matters than dealing with a few villains. Taking care of your precious disciple is paramount. I never expected Changxing to consider Supreme Sword Sect so thoroughly. Let's follow your suggestion and postpone this matter for now. The blackened CG scene hasn't reappeared. Looks like this crisis has temporarily passed. The blackened CG scene hasn't reappeared. Looks like this crisis has temporarily passed. Anyway, let's go make contact with this Shinruo Yuan. A demon lord who can rival the entire Great Way, Taishang Holy Land, cultivation world in just 3 years. If we can win her over, wouldn't it be a double insurance? Cha Shem, what are you thinking? After the void boat arrives at Supreme Sword Sect, I have some minor matters to attend to. Later, you can arrange your accommodation on the peak by yourself. There are many guest rooms in my cave mansion. Choose anyone you like. Choose anyone? Then I want to sleep in your bedroom. Sure, whatever you like. Master, from now on, only Shinruo Yuan will be left here. Shinruo Yuan, your master is dead. Do you still have the face to stay in Supreme Sword Sect? Get out quickly. From now on, this will be our cave mansion. This is Granny's residence. No one can take it away. A complete waste without spiritual power. How dare you talk back to me? Shinruo Yuan, do you know? Senior brother has returned. He didn't turn into a useless person at all. Why did my caring master and Granny leave, while that scum who let me suffer is still alive? If it weren't for him, I wouldn't be bullied here by everyone. Don't even think that senior brother will come back to save you. Senior brother is the pride of heaven. You, a waste like you, will never be worthy of him. I just want to live peacefully. Why does everyone have to treat me like this? It's my fault for being blind and trusting that scum, leading to the current situation. If I could cultivate, if I were strong enough, I would definitely take care of these people, and the entire Supreme Sword Sect, all of them. Ha ha ha, look at her pathetic appearance, like a dog. Sister, behind you, be senior brother. I didn't expect senior brother to come looking for her. Offending senior brother, will really be in trouble. It's me, I was wrong. Yes, we won't dare anymore. Get out quickly, remember, don't spread what happened today. Yes. I didn't even do anything, why are they so frightened? What should we do? I can't understand why senior brother would come back to find this useless person. Yeah, and even playing the hero to save her, it's not his character. And specifically ordering us not to spread today's events. I understand, senior brother must be thinking about how he picked up this toy back then and now wants to play with her in a new way. Truly worthy of senior brother. So cunning. Are you alright? Did you save me? May I ask who you are? According to the plot, she's currently in a state of impaired vision. Should I reveal my identity? I apologize for the presumption. You must be a senior with a very high realm, to be able to drive away those disciples without resorting to violence. She's imagining things quite reasonably, but I don't know what's wrong with those few people. They looked as if they'd seen a ghost. I've always been portrayed as friendly and charming. Why are they suddenly scared of me? Thank you very much for helping me out. Tonight, I will leave Supreme Sword Sect. I will definitely repay this favor in the future, senior brother. What repayment? Su Changxing. Go die. How is this repaying a favor? You can't leave. Senior, this concerns the future. I suggest you reconsider. If you leave, won't I suffer? Senior, do you think I still have a future? With both eyes unclear and my dear master Granny now deceased and ascended, there's only endless humiliation and bullying in Supreme Sword Sect for me. Actually, I know you, in my eyes you have great talent. I have talent? But for a long time, everyone has said I'm useless. Senior's strength is formidable, there's no reason for you to say that to me, and I can't bring you any benefits. Don't worry, I'm your friend, you don't need to be afraid. Anyway, it's like this now, and she can't see clearly, doesn't know who I am. Let's act like a big shot first and stabilize her before revealing my identity. By the way, are your eyes not good? It's an old illness from childhood, plus my recent sadness over my granny's passing, but senior need not worry. This is a clearing and turbid pill, it will help your eyes, but one pill won't cure it. This medicine must be taken for a long time, I'll come back later. Senior, I never expected that in Supreme Sword Sect, besides my granny, there would be someone who cares about me. You don't need to call me senior, just call me senior brother. I have some things to attend to, so I'll leave now. If I don't go back soon, I don't know what that woman will do. Thank you, senior brother. Su Changxing, this tyrant scum, even the place he lives in is well maintained. No time to enjoy the scenery. Just now, in order to leave early, I agreed for Zhao Xiu, that girl, to stay in my bedroom. I should go see what trouble she's caused. What's going on? Zhao Xiu? Changxing, do you like the new bedroom? With this part comes to an end. Currently, the next update of this series is not available, but if your support continues, work will be done on it. See you in the next video. Until then, take care.